What is going on, guys? EK3 Mike here. Thank you for tuning into part two of this, adapter plate slash fitting the trans to the block of the K24 video. So thank you for tuning in. Let's get right to it. Now, I kind of suggest doing this before you get the trans on. Obviously, certain things you're not going to be able to do if the transmission is already bolted up. So I got a couple things. This is a little seal that goes in here. So I don't necessarily have to do that right now, as well as this guy right here. I'm going to hold off on that as well, but I am going to do the throw out or the clutch release bearing, and I haven't taken a look at it yet, but I believe this is a common thing that guys do. The Beamer guys, they change it from a plastic pin to this brass pin for the clutch fork. And I'm also going to grease the this is urea grease from Honda. It's amazing. I use it on everything. I'm going to grease this guy right here, this shaft, with that. Okay, so and of course the guibo, I'm not going to do that right now. I am going to drain the fluids though, right? So I'm going to attack the things that need to be done before this is bolted up. So let's start by draining it. All right, so to drain the transmission, first you want to unscrew the fill plug. Now, the reason why you want to do that is because sometimes these get stuck, so you won't be able to fill it up again. So you want to make sure that it's loose, or that you could take it out. So I did that, that's loose. The transmission is draining, and now I'm going to go ahead and attack this. There's a little clip that comes off here, and this just pulls right off. So I'm going to take care of that real quick. Let's go. Try to give yourselves as much light as possible. So this is pretty much how this clip is attached. I see now it's around this fitting. I'm going to see, is this really plastic? I don't know. I gotta see. Anyway, that's what people said. This could unbolt and you could actually replace this with a new shaft. I'm just gonna clean it up. I did clean up the trans a little bit before. As you can see, it's not too bad. This guy right here is gonna get cleaned as well. So I'm gonna work on this and I'll get right back to you. So after cleaning that up with a little bit of brake cleaner, you could clearly see it's plastic, and I'm gonna replace it with this guy here. So I can imagine that must be a good upgrade. So yeah. All right, so the new one is in. It went in actually came out very easily. It went in a little bit harder than I thought it would. I did use a cloth microfiber towel to put over it, and I tapped it in with a hammer and a extension. And you just want to be careful because brass is a softer metal. But yeah, I did it so that obviously this tip doesn't get messed up, and this tip is going to be sitting in here. That's all that really matters. Now I'm going to grease this up. I did clean up as much as I could. Don't forget, we cut this. So, you know, there were shavings, which I saw another one drop. So we want to make sure that we get all of those shavings out, cleaned up, and I'll be going over it again. All right, so we're back in action. This is all good to go here. I put some of that urea grease on the inside point here, a little bit on the inside point here, because that's where your clutch sleeve is going to be. And then a little bit lightly on the shaft here. You don't want to get it on the splines, but yeah, a little bit goes a long way. And the trans is probably done draining, so I'm gonna close the bottom and let's top it off with new fluid. All right, I should mention that this is a lifetime fluid, MFT LT1 has been replaced by LT2. I don't know what they changed, but it's been a while, so maybe they changed something. Like I said, it's a lifetime fluid. You don't have to change it. I'm just changing it because this came off of a car that had 158,000 miles, so why not, you know? Anyway, what you're gonna wanna do is get yourself a funnel or something that's a little bit easier since it's out of the car, and you're just going to fill it up until it starts spilling out, and when it's done, that's pretty much full. I believe it's less than 2 liters. So I'm gonna see, I'll let you know. All right, guys, so let me see, where's the last bottle I used? This one right here. So I used one of these and it took the whole bottle, and then it says it takes 1.3 to 1.5 liters. So I marked 1.3, which is gonna be that top right there. 1.5 is the second line. I thought it was gonna be 1.3, which it was, because as you can see, I did a little bit more. I did like 1.4. And make sure your trends is level. After 1.4, it started pouring out. So I just let it trickle out until it's done, and that's how you know it's full. I cleaned this off before I put it on. These marks are from factory, so I'm gonna just line them back up. And be careful when you use brake clean or anything to clean this. I got myself in the eye because I'm an idiot. So I'm gonna use a socket on that. Just to make sure it's nice. Try to do this with one hand, silly, but you get the idea. I'm gonna go around one more time. But yeah, you wanna make sure that the transmission is level. I had to prop it up to get it level, but now that fluid is good to go. All right, guys, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna hit this little area that I cut out with the wheel here in order to make sure that there's no loose pieces of aluminum anywhere. Then I'm gonna wipe this down one more time with brake clean. The fill hole is closed, so we're looking good. So real quick, I thought I went over it in the last video, but I didn't. I had just marked it. This is the cut that I made. I'll try to give you from all angles here. This isn't all the way through, it's just a little line, but basically this is the cut I made to fit the starter. I think that it's more than enough. I've seen some guys cut even further than this, which I think is a little bit of overkill. I won't know until I fit the starter, but I really think that this is enough. Just use a wheel and be careful, you know, wear safety glasses when you do it. This way nothing flies in your face, but that's pretty much what that looks like. I have the piece, one of the pieces here. That's like the main piece that came off. So yeah, you're gonna have to do that to fit the starter there. But yeah, now it's pretty much time to put the flywheel on. I got from Speed Factory some ARP flywheel bolts. So these get torqued to 125 foot-pounds as per the website. All right, and you're gonna put some red Loctite on these because you do not want these to get messed up. You do not want that. You'd be in big trouble. All right, so my kit didn't come with one of these, but luckily I had one from the Honda stuff, and it literally fits perfectly. I went over to the input shaft, mocked it up, and it looks like it's the same diameter as well, obviously, otherwise it wouldn't fit in there. But yeah, you're gonna definitely need one of these. All right, get yourself one of those. I'm gonna do a little time lapse. All right, so everything on the flywheel is torqued down. Make sure you have these torqued down as well. And when you're doing the flywheel, it helps to have this tool from Honda, or I guess you could get it anywhere, but it's for the K20, K24 cranks to hold it in place. As you can see, I used it here. This way it wasn't moving, so I could get the right torque spec. Well guys, I'm stuck. The clutch alignment tool did not fit these teeth here. It was a different shape, so I'm kind of screwed. I ordered a new clutch alignment tool. At the same time, I'm trying to figure out which side faces the flywheel. Generally, whenever there's some kind of writing, it would face away from the flywheel, but this has like a significant difference in shape here, the front and back. So I reached out to PMC. I'm going to stop the video here. Nobody else seems to have a video of this on YouTube, so I really want to get it right for you guys, and I also don't want to take my shit apart again. So I'm gonna figure this out, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Peace.